Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing how Crisis on Infinite Earths should have went down. But before we get into this, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment down below any other video suggestions that you might have. Also make sure to check out my second channel. Videos will be uploaded over there very soon. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year, so make sure you guys go over there and subscribe. Alright, so to start off, Reverse Flash obviously should have been in the crossover, and he should have been the secondary main villain. However, Reverse Flash not being in the crossover does come into play in a theory that I have. That the 2024 newspaper article still exists because the Crisis 2019 article says things almost completely different from the one in 2024. So with that being said, I think there is still a future Crisis to come. Anyways, all the cameos in Crisis were great, like Smallville's Clark Kent cameo and the DCEU Flash's cameo, but I think all of the Arrowverse heroes should have tried to, recruit more heroes from a lot of other Earths, because in the comics there are hundreds of heroes that team up to fight the Anti-Monitor in Crisis. Another thing that should have happened is the 90s Flash should not have been there to sacrifice his life. I think that Barry should have vanished in Crisis and should have gotten stuck in the Speed Force, so then Iris would publish her article and everyone would think that Barry is dead. But then Barry would emerge from the Speed Force later in the season, and it would be because of the sacrifice that Oliver made. So in other words, when Oliver dies to save the multiverse, he also helps Barry emerge from the Speed Force. I think this would have been an almost perfect approach to take in Crisis on Infinite Earths, because first of all, we've been looking at that newspaper for 6 years of saying that Barry vanishes in Crisis, but then only to figure out that 90s Flash ends up vanishing in Crisis kind of sucks, to be honest, because I was looking forward to the storyline of what they would do for that. So I definitely think that if Barry did vanish and then Oliver's sacrifice helped him emerge from the Speed Force, I think that would have been a great way to go about it. Anyways, I don't like how they made Oliver the Spectre in part 2 of the crossover. I definitely think that although him dying in the first part was a great scene, it shouldn't have happened, and he shouldn't have become the Spectre until part 4 of the crossover. Now some people may think, why do you want him to become the Spectre? Why not just have him stay the Green Arrow the whole time? And that's because there's absolutely no way Oliver can fight the Anti-Monitor with a bow and arrow, so he should stay the Green Arrow as long as possible, right up until he has to fight the Anti-Monitor. That is when he should become the Spectre. And another thing that should have happened is the Paragons should have been different. Although Lex Luthor is an amazing villain, that's all he should really be, a villain. I did not like how they made him a sort of like a Paragon anti-hero type of person in Crisis on Infinite Earths, even though his plan to become a Paragon was very smart. I think the heroes should have known about the Paragons before Oliver became the Spectre and supposedly died. With all that being said, I think the Paragons should have been the Flash, Supergirl, White Canary, Superman and not the Kingdom Come version, Batwoman, Martian Manhunter, and the Green Arrow. I also wanted to find a way to talk about how Oliver should have been a part of the Justice League before he died, but unless they did that like in a previous crossover or something, I really don't know how else they could have done it, because in the show they kind of did it like in honor of Oliver. They created the Justice League, which I think is a great approach, but it still would have been really cool if Oliver was a part of the Justice League. But if he was a part of the Paragons, if he was a Paragon, I think that would have been just as great. But unfortunately they decided to make him become the Spectre pretty early in the crossover, which I really was not a fan of. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment down below if I should do a part 2 to this video. I could definitely think of some other things that should have happened in the crossover. But anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys next time.